Hello, beautiful people, lovers of good things, lovers of goodwill all over the globe. I bring greetings from a grateful heart. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Thank you so dearly for always supporting this platform. I really do appreciate. In case you are hearing our voice for the first time, or you are coming across us for the first time, we still remain your one and only Progress News, giving it to you back to back. Remember, in this platform, we react to all videos, and your opinion is highly needed. So sit back, watch this video, and
till the 18th of this month to see how resolute and to see that they come and align with the youth and agitators of Biafra. So that position have not changed. But I have just come as we are preparing and getting ready for the 18th of this month, which Nnamdi Kanu is going to come to court, and that court has to deal with the bail application to bail him. Every person, especially those who are genuine in this struggle, are all fighting for Biafra and, of course, for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Today, I want to remind our elders, I want to remind the Biafra people that Nnamdi Kanu have been tortured. Nnamdi Kanu has been dehumanized. Nnamdi Kanu torture is against international law. We all owe him and the Biafra nation this particular task that we need to do as we go into the 16th, 17th, and 18th of this month, which is going to mark a very historical day in the movement for the restoration of Biafra. And of course, the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I want to remind our leaders, I want to remind the elders that the torture of Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon by the Nigeria state is not acceptable by Biafrans. And because of the way he has been tortured, physically, spiritually, psychologically, and otherwise, the Biafrans, the youth of the land, and the lovers of the freedom of Biafra, and the friends of Biafra will never rest until Nnamdi Kanu is released and Nigeria government pays the price of breaching international treaty of which they are signatory to. For all of you that do not understand what torture is a practice or act of deliberately inflicting pain, severe pain, either physically or even injury to a person, either by mental or psychologically, to someone which is not allowed by any law. Because of what Nnamdi Kanu has done to the Biafra people, of which I am very proud to be part of it. He has committed no crime. Under the International Convention on Civil and Political Rights, Nnamdi Kanu should not be in DSS dungeon. And this is why I have come today to remind the leaders of the Southeast, specifically, that in the coming days, Biafra people are going to embark on a historic civil disobedience. The reason for this particular State of the Nation address is to call the attention of these elders who may start campaigning against the will of the people of Biafra. The International Convention on Civil and Political Rights is a multilateral treaty adopted by the United Nations General Assembly on 16th of December 1966. This particular treaty entered into force on the 23rd of March 1976. This particular treaty, Nigeria is part and party to this. It commits its parties, which Nigeria is one of them, to respect the civil and political right of individuals, including the right to life, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, and so on. Nigeria became party to this convention since 29th of July 1993. This International Convention on Civil and Political Rights, as a normative sources relating to torture, comprises of a variety of national, regional, and international norms. I want to remind the leaders of the Southeast that Nigeria, under the command of the Fulani terrorist government, has breached this particular treaty with impunity. Nnamdi Kanu has been tortured, starved, blood, pint of blood taken away from him. He has been deprived the opportunity to see special doctors. This International Convention on Civil and Political Rights are the convention on which the basic human rights provisions are found. Nigeria became a party since 1993. Because the reason why I'm doing this is that coming days will be very important in the quest for the restoration of Biafra. I want the elders of the Southeast to listen very attentively. Article 7 of this International Convention on Civil and Political Rights state, no one shall be subject to torture or cruel, inhuman, degrading treatment or punishment. All this, Nnamdi Kanu has been subject to torture, He has been subject to cruel treatment. He has been dehumanized. Today, I want to call the attention of the Southeast leaders, the elders, and political class that as you are shouting for one Nigeria, I want to call the attention of Ohaneze President Obiozo that as you are shouting for one Nigeria, the people that are contesting to become the president of Nigeria with you, for example, somebody like Atiku Abubakar, is now deleting tweet that he tweeted condemning the killing of a young Christian girl for blasphemy. She was murdered gruesomely, burnt alive, in the presence of everybody. The video spread on social media. Every Northerner justified it. Every Northerner. That is why I have informed you people severally that no Northern Muslim is a true activist. I told you that everything you see in Nigeria, all of them from A to Z, they are all pretenders. They never want one Nigeria. What they want is Islamic State of Nigeria. And they are funding, sponsoring Boko Haram. What do? They incite hatred between you and us, the youth and agitators, so that you are going to be fighting us, so that you will disagree with us. And they use you anyhow they want, so that we will hate you, so that we will continue to disrespect you, so that when you talk to us, we don't listen. And who are you? You represent in paper the people of Biafra, of the Southeast. Who are we? We are the real representatives of the Southeast. When we speak, people listen because they know we have their plight at our heart. They know we feel for them. They know we want freedom for them. They know we want a better society for them. So they use you against us. And then after using you against us, they rubbish you. They begin to rubbish you. They will promise you presidency. When the time for presidency comes, they will begin to rubbish you. They tell you to hell with you. They tell you Igbo man can never be president. They tell you we don't trust you. But when they were telling you, when you were going to Katrina Lang, the British High Commissioner, you went to her and promised her that you continue to make commitment for one Nigeria. Katrina Lang cannot use that her British power to compel the Northerners to stick to the agreement you have with them. What do? They will tell you to calm down. We are working on it. I do not want to insult you people to call you name because this particular date we gave you is a holy date. This period we are, from now to 18th of this month, is a holy period. I don't want to call our elders' name. Otherwise, I am supposed to be calling you now, painting you black and white. Today, no single aspirant from the northern Nigeria condemned the killing of a lady they accused of blasphemy. That is the Nigeria you want us to continue to be part of. The man who is now gallivanting, even somebody like me supported when I was one Nigeria, deleted a tweet because the Northern Caliphate threatened him that he's not going to get their vote. What else do you want to see? What evidence do you need to see that Nigeria is nosediving speedily to the Islamic State agenda. This particular international convention, the Article 7, make it very clear. The part 1 of this particular convention, Article 1, recognizes the right of all people to self-determination. That is what Nnamdi Kanu was talking about. Invoking the Article 1 of the international law, the Convention on Civil and Political Rights of the People. That Article 1 recognizes the right of the people to self-determination, including the right to freely determine their political status, pursue their economic, social, and cultural goals, and further manage and dispose their own resources. That same particular Article 1 also recognizes a negative right of the people not to be deprived of its subsistence. Nigeria was a part or become a part of this law, of this convention, since 29th of July 1993. But when we call on the leaders of the Southeast, all of you well-educated people, but Fulani know your weak point. And because of this particular period we have entered, we are telling you that the only time, for the remaining time of Nigeria, you need to recognize your strength and your power. At least enjoy small power. Small. Because Nigeria is going down very soon. So all these wasted years, it is time for you to identify your strength just little by aligning with the youth of Biafra, aligning with agitators, so that Nigeria will fear you. You are still there. While these people are publicly supporting lynching of female, lynching of people they call blasphemy. They kill them, justify them in one Nigeria. And Nnamdi Kanu is in prison for asking that his people should be allowed to go out of a very devilish system. Because somebody said, Jesus helped me to pass exam. They killed her. And then a presidential aspirant deleted a tweet, which, according to him, did not originate from him. That PAs tweeted on his behalf. So it is a confirmation that Atiku Abubakar is an Islamist. They pretend that they are all working for the democracy. They are all politicians. They pretend. Today, we, the Biafra people, have been vindicated. They are all the same. I told you people, I want this message to go to the Southeast leaders. Because we told them, no Northerner will ever fight Boko Haram. Because they are going to be very comfortable, especially Northern Muslims. They are going to be very comfortable in an Islamic state of Nigeria than a secular state where Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu, you and I will challenge their resolve. They don't like it. They don't like it. They can never be comfortable in a secular Nigeria. So every Northern Muslim, including from Sani, Shehu Sani and all of them, They are all going to be comfortable in an Islamic state of Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been shouting this thing to you, the elders. So what other evidence do you want? On daily basis, they continue to come clearer. The message is coming out, and yet you are living in denial that you want one Nigeria. We have till the 18th of this month. That's what we have with the elders. This same particular convention on human rights, civil rights, and political rights of the people also made it very clear. The Article 6, from Article 6 of this particular convention, made it very clear. It listed and highlighted the right that include physical integrity in the form of the right to life and freedom from torture. Our people are being tortured in our own land, and none of the elders have actually openly condemned it. Everybody is focusing on election 2023. This particular articles also goes against slavery. The other day we watched Okwadike of Ibuku saying what we cannot accept is being slave. Exactly what the Article 6 to Article 27 of this convention was talking about. This same particular convention talked about the liberty and the security of persons in the form of freedom from arbitrary arrest and detention. Exactly what Nigeria has inflicted on our people. It is happening every day. Arbitrary arrest and detention. It has become norms. Nigeria have breached this law with impunity, and nobody is talking. The reason why we are calling this thing now is that, so that, as we enter the final stage, because we know that after the primaries, which all of you have been denied, you are going to be running helter-skelter. So do not waste your time. We are here for you. The time has never been as ripe as it is today for you to take that which belongs to you. Very easy. And it is called freedom. This same particular convention talked about the fairness, the procedural fairness in law, in the form of right to due process. That particular right to due process is being violated by the Nigerian government today in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. While the Northerners are clapping for lynching somebody in the name of blasphemy, they are holding and detaining Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for calling for freedom of his people. How do you want to reconcile that? Why I'm doing this is that the youth are angry. The youth are angry. And because of all these things I'm highlighting today, we are going to have a successful historic civil disobedience from the 16th, 17th, and 18th. The same article also recognized the liberty of individuals in the form of freedom of movement. Today, we don't have freedom of movement in Biafra land. Our youth, immediately they go outside, they capture them. You can't see them no more. Everybody keep quiet. The freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. That same particular law were violated with impunity by lynching that particular girl, a Christian. Now tell me, I do not know how you want to stay in this Nigeria, where you have two different laws. In the southern part of Nigeria, when these people come with AK-47, they behave anyhow they like. Nobody has ever sentenced anybody. We only fight against terrorists. Those who come to kill us, we kill them. This particular law also recognizes the prohibition of any propaganda. The propaganda of the BBC against Biafra people, which I exposed yesterday. Where is BBC today? Have you watched BBC reporting how the northern politicians and the presidential aspirant are clapping for the killers of Deborah? Do you know even the worst part of it? As Atiku deleted his comment about the killing of Deborah, presidency condemned it. So you can imagine where your current president, who is an Islamist, can summon courage to condemn the killing of Deborah. The one that is running to become a president do not have the courage to condemn it. He has to delete the Twitter and the Twitter and then come and start explaining. Jonah swallow fish. Oh, fish swallow Jonah. Oh, when I tweet, I have AA. Oh, when I don't tweet, I have AA. Because they were threatening him of they were not going to vote for him, and he went immediately and changed it. So tell me, how many of Atiku's tweet has been deleted because it did not come from him? And all of you are not seeing what we are seeing. You are not seeing it because you have been blinded by corruption and criminality. You are not seeing it. I want everybody that is complaining of economic hardship, because this particular coming week is going to be very interesting. I want you to understand that during the Indians, when they were fighting the same evil British government that have put us where we are today, the India independence movement, they had series of historic event with the ultimate aim of ending British rule in India. It lasted from about 1857 to 1947. Do you know how long it can you calculate the years? For decade, Indians embarked on civil disobedience, and they marked historic one. Today, some of you will be talking about, oh, we want to go to business. We want to go to our shop. We want to open our shop. How long have you opened your shop? Have you changed anything in your life? No, because the system has been designed to subject you to slavery. That is what slave does. Slave is that you build the system for others to enjoy. You are a slave. Going to your shop every day, you are a slave. People are enjoying in Nigeria our oil money because you choose to be a slave. If you could not work, you can't eat. Meanwhile, you have government. Meanwhile, you have people from the northern Nigeria who does nothing, but they are stinkingly rich. So Indians did it, and it is our time. The only thing you need is to hear the voice of wisdom and awareness to know what you don't know before. I said the historic event as Indians were trying to liberate themselves from the British rule lasted from 1857 to 1947. We are creating our own history now. and one of the historic events leading to Biafra liberation and to the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu will start this coming week. We are going to have 3 straight days lockdown in Biafra land. I want you to understand, for those of you who are shouting about your businesses, shouting about your whatever you are shouting, Nnamdi Kanu has undergone serious torture against international laws. For example, the United Nations Convention Against Torture. You can know what torture is defined as a severe pain or suffering, whether physical, mentally, or intentionally inflicted pain on a person. This particular United Nations Convention Against Torture, Nigeria is a signatory to this convention since 28 July 1988. Since 1988, Nigeria signed the United Nations Convention Against Torture, and they ratified it on the 28th June 2001 that we are signatory to not torture Nnamdi Kanu. We have signed that we are not going to torture him. We have signed that we are not going to torture Biafrans. We have signed that we are not going to torture anybody. But what do we see today? We see the torture with impunity. And our elders are there looking for presidency when you have seen that the country you are talking about is already into Islamic State. The presidential aspirant are deleting their